This afternoon, we're going to be talking with Caterpillar's Vice President of Global Governmental and Corporate Affairs, Kathryn Karol. Welcome, Kathryn.
Thank you, Tom, very much. It's great to be here at MINExpo, talking with miners from all over the world, listening firsthand to their issues and concerns.
Well, now, what are some of the key concerns that you're hearing, and what issues are you specifically focusing on in your position?
Well, I'm primarily focusing on how Caterpillar can best work with our mining customers at the national and regional government level, working with local communities and entities on their issues of concern.
All right. Well, would it be fair to say that the issues that the mining industry are dealing with are a little more complex than perhaps other issues? Other industries, pardon me?
Absolutely, I think that's right. The mining companies need to work with government on a wide range of issues that affect them in their day-to-day operations. In addition, they need to seek permits and secure mineral rights to work in the mining area. Governments are becoming more and more involved in the entire process, from the extraction to the actual marketing side.
So government involvement is a big part of the mining industry, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we're seeing across the world, in all regions, governments getting more and more heavily involved in the entire mining process.
That must make for some sometimes delicate negotiations, right?
Absolutely. It's important, even more now than ever, for mining companies and their partners to devote attention to government affairs and community relations. It's key to have the allies in place in order to protect and enhance your business interests.
Sure.
Newer mining areas where we have to work with government on basic infrastructure is critical, and mining active areas where you have to follow regulatory issues that might change over the course of time is a very important focus area for mining companies.
Now, you bring up infrastructure. Is that one of the reasons we have a EMD railroad locomotive in the CAT exhibit?
Absolutely, and we're delighted to have this wonderful locomotive here. Imagine how complicated it is to build a rail line that takes you to a new mine site. Working with government on all the special permits for the length of the line, and possibly even having to work with government to build a new port which would allow you to export your commodities around the world.
Well, sure. Just that many more layers of governmental regulatory compliance and approvals, that sort of thing, right?
Absolutely. You really have to stay on top of all the regulations and make sure that you're sensitive to the myriad of cultural issues in all of the regions you're working as a company.
Wow. All right, so let's cut to the quick. How can miners take care of these issues, and what can Caterpillar do to help them?
Well, we can all work on this together. Deloitte issued a report that outlines 4 essential steps that mining companies and their partners should take in order to be successful. You've heard me talk a lot about the regulatory area, and to be successful in mining, you really have to understand the regulatory requirements everywhere you're working in the mining industry. Second, it's very important to make sure that the quality of your assets and reserves are strong so that you have a good return on your investment. Thirdly, it's very important to make sure that your local operations are incorporated into your company culture. You've heard all politics is local, and that, in fact, is very, very true. And having these allies will be important for your business. And fourthly, you want to make sure you have stringent enterprise-wide systems in place to make sure you're avoiding any legal or regulatory entanglements.
Okay. Now, how is it that Caterpillar is in a position to help miners do all these things?
Well, as we've been saying all week, it's all about mining, and we are there. Caterpillar has had a global footprint for almost a century. We have networks all over the world with our dealers, our distributors, as well as our partners. We can tap into that network to help our mining companies look for issues, make sure they understand the regulatory and legal requirements necessary to be successful. We want to make sure there are no unexpected surprises that might slow down your mining work. incur extra costs for you or miss opportunities.
And that's just another illustration of Caterpillar's long-term commitment to the global mining industry, right?
Absolutely. And as Vice President of Government Affairs, please let me tell you we're committed to educating policymakers through our trade association memberships and as Caterpillar around the world and make sure we're advocating on key industry issues that support your business.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, Kathryn.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks to all of you for coming to the CAT exhibit and attending MINExpo 2012.
Yeah, have a great day here for the remainder of the show. We'll be doing our next presentation in about 15 minutes. Thank you very much and enjoy MINExpo 2012.
Thank you.